Well, voters in West Monroe will decide on a new 10-year tax Saturday. It would help fund some of the city departments. Devontae Martin is joining us now with all the details. Devontae?
Jennifer, if approved, the proposed tax would fund equipment purchases for 10 years for the police, fire department, and public works.
The police department, we've been needing body cameras. That's such a positive thing for both the police and the community.
Captain C.J. Beck of West Monroe Police Department is hoping the city will vote yes on a new proposed tax for West Monroe, saying it will help fund critical needs for the city. The tax would fund equipment purchases for 10 years for the police, fire department, and public works.
What's the most expensive thing you probably think is on here?
Oh man, this is what we use and they're all fairly heavy. That's used to get the dash.
It will result in an increase of $71 annually for people who own a home worth $150,000. A commercial property worth $250,000 will see a $141 increase. West Monroe Mayor Stacy Mitchell says the city response to the proposed tax has been positive.
I have had zero negative comments concerning the millage. Knowing that the millage is dedicated to police, fire, and public works, to things that really and truly are an investment in our public safety, an investment in our streets, in our infrastructure, it makes all the difference. It makes people feel good about approving something like that because they know where the money's going and they know it will be dedicated and used in a good fashion.
But Mayor Stacy Mitchell also says residents shouldn't be too worried about the increase.
The city of West Monroe will have the lowest property taxes in the parish. It is, a very small increase considering the investment that we're making in our city.
The municipal general election is Saturday and polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Jennifer?